Hello everyone. So we gotta talk about this because if this is real, oh my god, I will be so happy. What am I talking about? So if you're here, you've probably already heard of the rumored Devil May Cry remake. Today we are gonna go over all the clues and evidence, which there isn't much of, admittedly, but all the evidence I could find pointing toward the remake's existence, and honestly, I'm starting to think that this very well could be real. So if you're completely out of the loop, I think this rumor originated on 4chan, which is notorious for fake information, but hear me out. They said in the original post that they had a friend that was a gaming journalist and heard some things behind the scenes. One being news for Need for Speed from EA, I know that's random, but there's that. And the second being a Devil May Cry remake. They said they didn't think much of it until EA actually did release info for Need for Speed that week. So they figured there may be some truth to the DMC remake if there was truth to the Need for Speed thing. So like I said, this post was originally on 4chan, but it seems like the original post is deleted. Not a good sign, I will say, but this 4chan post was reposted on the Gaming Leaks and Rumors subreddit exactly 14 days ago from the time of this recording. So I tried to find and verify that Need for Speed got any news around 14 days ago, assuming the repost on Reddit was posted the same week as the 4chan post. And I don't know if this is it, but I found on February 3rd, one day before this Reddit post was made, some news dropped that no more content is coming to Need for Speed Unbound, and that the team behind Need for Speed Unbound has been assigned to the next Battlefield game. So I'm not going to say this is 100% the Need for Speed news that they were talking about, but the timing adds up perfectly. It very well could be. Alright, so let's get into some of the evidence. So yesterday there was the 20th anniversary of DMC3, and I saw this tweet by this user called Superjump. They seem to be an art account, it's kind of irrelevant, but they just said happy anniversary to DMC3. And Ruben Langdon, I hope I'm saying his name right, the actual actor for Dante, replied to this tweet and said, 20 years, huh? All I can say is, the party is just getting started. Now, he could be saying this because of the anime coming in April, which I'll get into later, but this tweet feels more substantial to me for him to only be talking about the anime. So there's that. And the next thing potentially pointing toward this being real, this was exploding when this came out. A panel at a convention called Power Morphicon in 2024, the actor for Virgil from DMC was speaking, and he said, he just straight up says that he just finished a game. He specifically says video game. He didn't say project or anything like that, where he was asked to do a younger version of Virgil's voice.
And it's not, in fact, I just finished a video game 2 weeks ago, or actually 3 or 4 weeks ago. They hired me to play this character. I don't want to say any titles or anything because I'm known for my spilling the beans.
Uh-oh.
But they asked me to do my voice the way it was back in 2004 or whatever. Can you do the younger Virgil version? And so that was challenging. I had to kind of find where my younger voice was, and I had to just sort of keep playing until I got to this place where my voice sounded really sort of had this boyish kind of tone, and it was really tough because it would start to sink into this. It would get into this, and they go, "That's a little bit. You're getting a little bit, you know." So anyway.
So yeah, he just straight up says it. So in the post though, it says that the game will be on RE engine, meaning better graphics, have a reworked story, and have a different camera angle. Which all sounds promising, though I will say the camera angle not being fixed would maybe take away a bit from DMC1. I mean, DMC1 was originally going to be Resident Evil 4, so it has a lot of horror elements, and the vibe is completely different from the rest of the series. And I would like to see that maintained. Not that they can't do that without fixed camera angles or anything, but the fixed camera angles might uphold those vibes more, in my opinion. But hey, if it's just DMC5 combat and camera, I will not complain, trust me. And honestly, the combat could be as deep as 5, since it supposedly has a reworked story, which I think could mean we see Dante get some weapons that weren't in the original DMC1. If this is real, this has the potential to be incredible. I mean, we've seen what Capcom can do with Resident Evil remakes. They know what they're doing, and I trust them on this, if it is real, that is. So we have the DMC anime coming out in April, and it would make sense, honestly, to release a DMC remake game roughly around the same time as the anime, so I'm saying maybe this year, like within the same year. Hear me out. I may be jumping the gun by saying it may have a 2025 release, but it could happen. We're only in February, and if you're thinking we would have gotten an announcement by now, I don't think that's necessarily true. Capcom is in full swing for marketing Monster Hunter Wilds right now. I don't think they'd want to shift focus to something new like that, like something like their next remake, until after Wilds releases. That's usually how marketing cycles go. So DMC5 was the best selling DMC game by far, so I think it only makes sense for them to do another game, and a remake just sounds like a brilliant idea in my opinion. Hack and slash games seem to be making a bit of a comeback, which I never expected, but I'm very happy about. We got nothing but Souls-likes for like a decade. I'm not saying like literally nothing but Souls-likes. We did get hack and slashes every now and then, but not many. And it seems like we're finally starting to get true hack and slash games back, kind of. We got Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, we have Ninja Gaiden 4 coming out in fall, super hyped for that by the way, and we have Tides of Annihilation, which was revealed at Sony's event last State of Play, which looks pretty promising, but I'll have to see more, of course. We just got this game announced, but that's about it. Let me know when you think a realistic time frame for an announcement is, if theoretically this is real. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.